Once upon a time there was a young man who fell deep asleep. In his dream his body became like a beam. Light came from within, and when he reappeared he knew not where he had been. He searched around the room this way and that, looking for clues, but no help came from that. He looked at his hands, all blurry and unclear. Then he knew at once it was a dream, and was relieved from his fear. Immediately he drew forth his trusty cape and goggles to protect him from the dream monster Troggles. Upon the floor he saw a phone that might work, trying to find someone, anyone, but the phone just rudely burped. So exploring he went to find out what he must do, when upon the windowsill lay an old familiar shoe. Smaller and still clean, he knew that this must be a dream, for this shoe was one he'd worn as a young boy when he was free and happy, simply filled with so much joy. Having grown curious of what lay outside, our young hero walked out the window with the simplest dreamlike stride. Upon reaching the outdoors, he found his family's old couch, the one he used to love to go bounce and bounce and bounce. Then he tried to watch the TV set he used to love, but there wasn't anything playing. The TV was broken. He thought that was dumb. So upon the steps of his childhood home he sat, pondering and wondering this way and that, when all of a sudden he had a plan. He knew how to get back home and get far away from this never land. He remembered the hole that lay in the wall that had just enough space to where he could crawl. And once through the tunnel of light, he smiled so happily, for he knew he was right. Now all he had to do was conjure up some light like great magicians do, and travel back into his head, where of course this whole time he was traveling in his head. And in a flash he was back in his room, grateful for all the adventure that he had just went through. For a hero is always ready for excitement and fun, and is always satisfied with the things he has done.